Hey guys, hold on one second while I kind of get this set up here. I'm going to give everybody a minute to pop on. Okay. The way my messenger was blowing up about how many people wanted to do this, I'm assuming that there's going to be more than 12 people on. So let's just give this 1 minute. Also, I forgot what time it was because I was messaging back and forth with people. So that could have happened to other people too. Let me finish this text to Brian real quick. Okay. This is already recording, so I feel bad for whoever watches the replay. If you guys, because it's just like the first 3 minutes are just me nothing, just you probably looking at me with my serious texting face. If you want to pop a reminder real quick to your teammates, this isn't going to be very long. It's going to be super short, but it's hopefully going to be really informative. So let me change this real quick so I can see what's going on here. Okay, so long story short, guys, this is why I wanted to do this Zoom. Hold on, let me shut my office door. My kids are watching a show. Let me yell at them for 1 second. They're rewatching the last season of RuPaul's Drag Race All Stars, Madeline and one of her girlfriends. So I'm trying not to get sucked in because that makes me really unproductive. It's like my favorite reality show ever, even more important to me than 90 Day Fiance, if you can believe that. I know Sharon was like, what? So I'm trying not to be distracted, but it's also really loud and they're laughing, so I had to yell at them. Okay, so short and sweet and to the point. The reason why I wanted to put this together is because I was chatting with Michael Rutherford the other day, and he was like, listen, it's not really about TikTok. I don't want to make this about TikTok because it's not about TikTok. It's about talking to new people. It's about finding new people and talking to new people. It's about expanding your network. It's about expanding your reach. Where you do that, how you do that is not necessarily the most important thing, right? If I am obsessed with doing vendor events and I can meet hundreds of new people every single week at vendor events, then that's 100 new people every single week that I'm not meeting now, right? If I've never been on Instagram before and I start an Instagram account and I start reaching new people, those are new people that I'm reaching that I never reached before. So it's not necessarily about TikTok, but at the same time, it is about TikTok. And, I didn't really want to put a whole lot of emphasis on TikTok before because I just didn't want to distract people. You know what I mean? When TikTok became something that people were doing, Jessica can vouch for this for sure. I was like, I am not freaking doing that. TikTok is lame. TikTok is stupid. TikTok wastes my time. These people are just lip syncing to other people's stuff. It is like the dumbest thing ever. I open it up and then 3 hours later, my brain is completely melted and I've accomplished nothing and I've worn a hole in my couch. Like, this is a waste of time. I'm too busy building a business to do TikTok, right? Because it's not in my nature to lip sync to shit. I'm just going to curse. I'm sorry. I know it's the Lord's Day. Please forgive me. Y'all, I was on the phone with Stephanie Milky today and I used the F word on Sunday to Stephanie Milky. I was like, I'm so sorry, dear baby Jesus, please forgive me. This was the worst possible scenario I could have ever dropped the F word. Sorry, where was I going with that? So it wasn't something that I wanted to do. And then, a couple people here and there were starting to see success with TikTok. And then, it just became about TikTok and I felt like people were getting really distracted. So I was like, no, it's not about TikTok. It's not about TikTok. It's about just finding new people, or it's about doing what works for you and doing it consistently. And consistently is really where why where you're going to hear me talk about a lot for the next few minutes here, because when I was having that internal struggle with whether or not I should start to use TikTok as a way to reach new people, that was my challenge, right? There are things I should be doing in my business every single day on the social media platforms that I already use that I don't do every day. So who was I to implement some other thing, right, that I may or may not be consistent with? So that's where I was with it for a really long time. And then I did it. And I did it a little half-assy for a little while. And then Jack's kind of laughing at me for some reason, but I did it a little half-assy he's upstairs. It's so weird because he's upstairs and I don't know what he's actually laughing at. Is something funny on TV? Did our kid say something funny? Is it me? Oh, he's laughing at me. Okay, now that we're all on the same page. I did it half-assy for a little while, and then I posted a video of keto cookies randomly. Me trying to be funny and do something that I'm not, me trying to lip sync stuff. That's not really me, right? Trying to fit into what I thought the TikTok trend was. And then I posted a video of keto cookies and I got thousands and thousands and thousands and thousands and thousands and thousands of views, like 20 or 30,000. And that's not a lot actually compared to some of my other videos since then. But in that moment, my daughter, who was, a teenager, so knows more about this than I do, says, "Mom, you only have like 450 followers." And I'm like, "Yeah." And she's like, "But you got like 27,000 views on these cookies." And I'm like, "Uh-huh." And she's like, "That means 26,600 people that you are not connected to just saw your stuff." And a light bulb went off and I was like, well, holy crap. Because you don't have that benefit on Facebook, right? The only people that see your stuff are the people you're connected to. You don't necessarily have that same level of information on Instagram, right? On Instagram, there might be tens of thousands of people who see something I post if I use the right hashtag, but unless they interact with me, I have no idea what my impact is. So TikTok became something that I could see an instantaneous, this is my reach, this is my reach, this is my reach. So anyway, that's why I started to use TikTok more regularly. I still don't do lip syncing stuff. I only do recipes and ketones. That's it. Anyway, I was talking with Michael the other day. It's a whole lot of backstory. I'm sorry. And he was just like, listen, here's what I really believe. He opened up his leadership board, his new volume leaderboard. And he said 8 out of the top 10 have never been on my leaderboard before or haven't been regularly. And for the past several months, they're regularly on my leaderboard. And they're all doing TikTok. Wow. Michael has a massive organization with people who are building in countries that are launching. And the top 6 to 8 people every single month for the past handful of months who have been getting new volume on his leaderboard are people who are reaching out on TikTok. I don't have anything else to say other than holy shit. Right? Like that was a pretty big awareness for me. And again, I don't necessarily think that it's TikTok. I think it's a new place to reach people, right? 3 years from now, there might be some other opportunity to reach new people in a completely different format. But on Instagram and Facebook, I was like, man, everybody's heard of this. Man, everybody's heard of this. Man, everybody's heard of this. And I still was finding ways. You all have heard Jessica and I do trainings on how to find new people on Facebook and how to find new people on Instagram. And those ways work. And I was being consistent with them, which is why I was getting results. But I applied that same level of consistency and dedication to TikTok, and I am getting, I think last month, do you remember, Jess? I had like 7,000 or 8,000 in new volume, and personally to me, and most of it was TikTok. So just like I think Leslie just said, well, let's make it Team Faith then. I mean, that is the epiphany I had when I was talking with him. Well, the person who's going to win right now, right? There's also something about, where I was before mentally, where I was like, I don't want to distract anybody with TikTok. Let's not distract people. Let's just keep doing what we're doing. There's also something really powerful about going, oh, okay, but here's a shift we can make, right? One little shift can make a really big difference. And so I don't know who's going to do this or not. I don't know who's really going to do it. But when I was talking with Michael, I was like, here's what I really think. The team that's going to win big in the next 12 to 24 months is the team that learns how to do this, is the team that learns how to reach new people this way. And we might have 50 people who raise their hand and say, I want to do this boot camp, and that's what I want to talk to you all about. There's only 34 people on here. So 34 people means there's probably a lot of people who went TikTok. I don't want to freaking do TikTok. I'm not getting on that Zoom, because that's how I felt, right? That is how I felt. I don't want to do TikTok. I literally didn't want to do it. So maybe that's why we only have 34 people on here. Maybe we have another 34 people who are going to wait for the replay, right? Yeah, Tammy is another one. Tammy Kluger's on here. She was number 5 on our team's leaderboard, and everything was from TikTok. She's hit multiplier every single month since she decided to just run with this. And so I'll let her pop on and share some thoughts here in a minute too. I literally text Jessica once a week, basically. And I'm like, why are you not doing TikTok with me? Do TikTok with me. Do TikTok with me. Do TikTok with me, right? So I don't know who's going to run with this. I don't know who's really going to do it. I think a lot of times in our businesses, and it's okay, I've done this before too, I've raised my hand and said, I really want to do this. And then I go, I really don't want to do it. Yes, Mark, you and Jack are the only dudes on the Zoom today. And I'll give you an example of that real quick, just so you can understand what I mean by that. I had a really serious conversation with Nick Martinez this time last year. And I said, Nick Martinez, it was a little bit longer than that. It was probably after Epic last year. And I said, Nick Martinez, dude, you are up on that stage getting all these awards, all this new volume, all these customers, all these rebooters, all these people. I want to do that. I'm going to do that. If you can be consistent and get Keto Dad page from nothing to what it is now in 18 months, because I don't know if you know that story, but he posted consistently every single day for 18 months before he got his first customer. But then in the next 18 months, he became the top of every single leaderboard in our entire company. So I thought, man, I've already run my business for 36 months. What if I do what Nick Martinez does, right? What if I do, hold on, I gotta mute. There we go. What if I do what Nick Martinez does? I can do that. And so I called him up and I said, Nick, I don't know what I gotta pay you, but tell me what you do. Give me your secret. And he was like, dude, I'll give you my secret. I've given my secret to probably 7,500 people. The reason why nobody else does what I did, has been able to do what I do, is because nobody else does what I do. Does that make sense? The reason why no one has been able to do what I've done is because nobody else does what I do. So I said, well, I'm going to do it. And he said, I don't doubt it. I think if anybody could do it, it would be you. So he gave me the list, and I did it every single day for like 4 weeks. And then I was like, I fucking hate this. I don't like this. I don't want to do this. I don't want to go live every day. I didn't want to do it. You know what I mean? Specifically what I literally, he handed it to me and said, this is what I do. And it didn't bring me joy. What his deal was didn't bring me joy. So the minute there was an interruption that kept me from being consistent that day, I didn't do it. The minute I couldn't get Wi-Fi, oh great, I didn't do it. The minute my life was busy, I didn't do it. And that may be what happens here for some of us, right? But I would like to propose that we work together to learn exactly how to use the app, right? How to reach new people. Okay, so like Lisa's like, yes, like she's in her head, I can tell by her face, she's willing to do what it takes. She just doesn't even know how to get it started. So what I would love to do is help everybody just get started, and then kind of do our own little version of 75 hard, but 75 hard TikTok, where every single day, whoever commits to the group posts something on their TikTok, and we reach new people, because once you get 1,000 followers on TikTok, that's when you can post your link. And that is when I saw a change in my business, when I reached that many people and they had a resource that they could click on to find information. So I would love to create a group page, and here's what this will look like. I'll create the group page tonight. I'm gonna pulse out the recording of this Zoom and the link to the group page, and whoever wants to be in the group page can join it. I'd like to set up some Zooms that we can attend throughout this first week, and that'll be before the 75 Hard starts. So maybe we'll have like a 5-day period where we just help everybody get their page set up. We learn how it works. We talk about the way hashtags work. We talk about how to find new people. We help each other figure out what kind of content we're going to share. Y'all, I don't even care if you just look up if you decide you like cooking and you want to be a recipe girl too, I literally don't even care. Or a recipe boy, Mark, or a recipe boy. I don't care if you take every single recipe I've ever made from day one and you just make it over again in your own kitchen. Like, I don't care. I do that to people. I copy people's TikTok recipes all the time and just redo them. But if we can, for the next 75 days, if every single person that wants to do this is consistent and posts, the number of people we're going to be able to reach 75 days from now is going to be huge and massive. And you don't have to be a lip syncer if you don't want to. Danielle's really great at doing lip sync. She really does great at Kevin Hart ones. And whenever I see her Kevin Hart lip syncs, I'm like, oh, I gotta stop and watch this, right? So maybe you're like Danielle and you like to do the lip syncs. Maybe you're like me and you just want to cook. Maybe you want to talk about ketones every single day, or you have lots of value to add as far as the ketogenic diet, so you want to share something keto every single day. I don't know what it is, but maybe we can help each other figure that out, and then set a specific start date that starts our 75 hard. What do you guys think? Like maybe August 1st is the first day of our 75 hard, and we just help each other, and we can like have a post every day where we say, post your screenshot of your video that you posted today. Maybe we can have a little contest to say like, add up all the views that you got this week and we'll have a winner for the week. Like, I don't know, I'm just kind of thinking out loud. But if that sounds like something that's up to you, I had a question privately, what is 75 hard? So 75 hard is something that's pretty popular all over the internet right now. It's almost hard to avoid. I feel like 90% of my connections on social media are doing 75 hard. 75 hard is, I don't even know who created it, to be perfectly honest. But 75 hard is something that's meant for like a body composition change and like a mental game change. So you pick a diet, any diet, you stick to that diet for 75 days. You do 2 workouts every single day, 45 minutes in the morning, 45 minutes in the afternoon. One of them has to be outside. You drink a gallon of water every day. You read 10 pages of a book every day. I think those are the requirements. And if you miss a day, you start over, which is why I've never started it. Oh, you can't have alcohol. I think that's the other thing. No alcohol. I haven't gone 75 days without a glass of wine since I turned 21. So I'm not about to try it now. I don't have a desire to do that. There's no desire in my body at all. Leslie is dying right now. I don't have an ounce of fiber in my being that would like to go 75 days without a glass of wine. So I have never done 75 hard, and I don't intend to. But Andy Frisella, thank you, that's who did it. But the idea behind it is, if you can do it for 75 days, you've created a habit and you've created actual change. So if we can do this every single day for 75 days, yeah, Leslie, I wouldn't want to work outside for 75 days in a row, because I know what season you're heading into in Canada. That's like happening tomorrow, probably. You're going to start getting snow. I don't wish that on you. I'm just kidding. So if I have your commitment and you want to do it, that's great and awesome and exciting. And I would love to have you do it. So type in the chat, I'm in. You'll get to decide officially whenever we post the group link. But even if you don't want to do it, please help me share this with your teams, because your teams might not know about this. Your teams might not be as plugged in as you are because you showed up, and you might have people who really want to learn more. So if you have questions, you can come off mute and ask. I'm going to read this one from Jessica. It said, okay, question. If we all need 1,000 people to be able to post a link, it would be great for us to collaborate and all like each other TikTok's pages. Yes, 100%. So once we get in, we'll create a follow, train, all that good stuff. And I'm still really learning about TikTok too, but I'll tell you what, the number one thing I've learned is when you figure out what it is you want to do, if you do it every single day, it pays off, you know? So, and every once in a while I'll have a video that will get me tens of thousands of new followers. And sometimes I do a video that gets me a handful of new followers. But when did I even start doing this, Jess? Like in the spring, maybe? Late spring, early summer? Do you remember?
I remember it wasn't very long ago though. Something else that I was going to say too, because when I hear you say like you have to make a TikTok video every single day, like to me personally, that sounds overwhelming. So I know for you, Mandy, don't you take days sometimes and do like several and save them so that you can post them later? So maybe you can share that with everybody.
Yeah, 100%. If you're feeling overwhelmed by that, thank you, Jess, for bringing that up. Don't let that necessarily be what holds you back from participating, because you could join and then decide, okay, this really isn't for me, and we won't be mad at you if you leave the group. But I do exactly that. Like last week or whenever I went on that boat trip, right? I knew that I was going to be gone for 4 days. I'm not creating recipes on a boat in the middle of the lake. So the weekend before we left, I just took a Sunday and I made 4 recipes so that when I left, I could post them, right? And so the minute I would get Wi-Fi that day, I'd post one of my videos and then I'd be done, right? So I do that very same thing. I know I have enough recipes to get me through like Wednesday or Thursday this week. So earlier before this Zoom, I was in there making keto brownies, right? Like, oh, I gotta create some extra content. So I'm always a little bit ahead, and a video can be 15 seconds long. It doesn't have to be long. And we'll go through all those different ways to find ideas and to, I mean, the beautiful thing about TikTok is really most of it is just copying other people's stuff and doing it in your own way. It's like the one place where it is cool to like basically plagiarize other people's stuff. So there really isn't the same kind of pressure that I thought there was. But yes, one of the things that we can talk about is how to save your drafts so that you just have stuff you've already done. And what's been really cool for me, guys, about that too is that all of my TikTok videos, when you make a TikTok video, it saves it to your phone. So once you post it, so then I use it on all of my other platforms. So it goes on my Instagram story, it goes on my Facebook page, it goes in my recipe group. So TikTok has really been the one thing I can do that helps me stay up to date with all of my other stuff. So love that idea from Jessica Hester about making sure we follow everybody. Love that question from Jess. Does anybody else have any other questions about this? Leslie, go ahead.
Okay, so being a TikTok rookie, I dabbled a bit with it, but there's some things that I just can't figure out. So is this group gonna kind of do some basic training on how to do things with your videos and stuff like that?
Yeah, that's what I would love for us to be able to do. Like this week, just kind of prep everybody who hasn't even gotten started yet, maybe like how to make your account, some basic stuff. And then I can either do some videos and post them in the group, or we can have like a once a week meetup during the 75 hard and talk about some of the other features, like how to do fonts and how to do blah, 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 all that good stuff. Also, your TikTok is never going to be too long to post in your Instagram story, ever, because the longest the TikTok video can be is 60 seconds. And so that's just 4 frames in a Instagram story. So your TikTok videos will always fit in Instagram. Someone just said that. So if you are on here right now and you haven't downloaded TikTok, download TikTok. And you want to do this, download TikTok, make yourself an account. And here's what I would do. I would start searching for things, like searching hashtags that interest you. Okay, so this is going to be my very first tip. It only is on your phone, so you can't do TikTok on your computer. This would be my first assignment for you before we meet together again. And again, I'm going to post this so that everybody can watch it and decide if they want to be a part of the group. But this would be my first thing. How I decided really that I was going to do a video, videos about food, was really kind of accidental. At the same time, what made me decide to do the first food video at all was that I started searching keto hashtags, and the cookie recipe that I did came up in my feed, and I was like, that looks really good. I'm going to try it. I think I'll just might as well do it as a video. So it was very accidental that I decided to do the food video to begin with, and found out that that's what works for me. That's what I actually liked. I'm not telling you to do food. If you like being a lip syncer, or you want to give keto things, or whatever it is that you decide you want to do, or you have a funny dog. I mean, y'all, sometimes people just post a picture of their dog doing absolutely nothing, and it gets hundreds of thousands of likes. I don't have any idea why people like what they like on TikTok. It's the weirdest group of people in the world. But one of the things that helps me is that I look for ideas of things that I like, right? So the couple of lip syncy things I have done, I've done them because I watched somebody else do something like that, and it made me happy. It brought me a little bit of joy. So I was like, oh, I'm going to do that too. So I would suggest that you make a post, or you make an account, and then just log on and like, what is it that you like? Do you like funny stuff? Do you like your dog? Are you a mom? Are you an avid CrossFitter? Do you like horses? I know Leslie likes horses, right? Do you love to cook? Do you love cocktails? Do you love wine? Do you love, what is it, right? Like Stephen Craig makes really beautiful cocktails. He could open up his own bar. So like Stephen might get a crap ton of followers just making cocktails and making recipes out of that, right? And we'll get to why doing cocktails would help you with your ketone business. And if I can either answer that now, or we can do it on one of our Zooms. But it's just about finding your tribe. It's the same way that we do it on Instagram and Facebook, right, guys? We're just trying to find people that like the same things we like, right? And I was even saying to Jessica earlier, Steven's also a really great cook. Basically, Steven is everything in their relationship, and we don't know why Jessica exists except just to be pretty. We don't know. No, I'm just kidding. I love you, Jess. But I was even saying to Jessica the other day, man, I wish I wouldn't have done keto recipes. I wish keto low carb wasn't my thing. I wish I had just done recipes. Because even people who like to make pasta dishes probably would like fat loss. Right? I don't really eat pasta dishes, so it would have been kind of weird if I made that. But you know what I'm saying? Like, just healthy meals. I wish I would have just done healthy meals, or healthy snacks, or healthy, whatever, just healthy. But now I've pigeonholed myself, so that's what I'm doing. But if you can just start taking a look at some of the hashtags that might interest you, you're going to kind of get a feel for, oh, I could do that. 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 Yeah, Steven could be a bartender. So I'm going to post this link. I'm going to set the group page up tonight. It'll be ready later tonight or tomorrow morning for everybody to join who wants to join. My goal is this week, some educational how to get started. We'll start the 75 hard on the 1st. We'll do 75 days every single day. We can do some Zooms throughout that time to like help answer some specific questions, or get training on how to do fonts and stuff like that. And if you guys are in, I would love to do it. Like, I really think if we can all do it together, well, and there are like super special tricks too. Like, the more interaction a video gets in its first 24 hours, the more TikTok is going to pulse it out to other people. So similar to what Jessica Hester suggested about liking each other's stuff, or each other's pages, we can even go through, have certain days where we're like, okay, these are all the people that posted a video. Everybody go to their video and comment on it, right? Just to help each other get more views. So we can really help each other. and celebrate each other's wins. So anybody have anything else they want to share real quick? Tammy, do you want to pop on real quick and just kind of give a little bit of insight before we head off?
Sure. Can you hear me?
Yep.
Okay. Hi, everyone. I just want to say I started TikTok, I guess it was late April. And I was looking for my sheet. I had sent Jessica and Mandy my new volume from all of 2019 and for every month of this year. And it was pitiful. It was really pitiful. But when I started being consistent, and we've all heard consistency, consistency, consistency. How many times do you hear that when someone is training? I started TikTok in April. And again, like Mandy has said before, it's not necessarily the platform, but it's the becoming consistent and staying consistent. So I started in April. I don't remember what my new volume was because I can't find that sheet of paper right now. Anyway, but May, June, July, we're now almost to the end of August. How long have we had the MVP multiplier? Are we in, like, is it month 16? Is that where we are now?
15. I think this is month 15.
Okay, so
I'll tell you while you're talking and type it in the chat.
okay.
Yeah,
I waited
the first one was July.
I waited a freaking year to get started. I kept seeing everybody saying they're going for it. I'm like, I can't do that. I can't do that. I have zero new volume. I can't do that. And finally, I just told myself that I can do that. I have to do that. I have to be responsible for my business. I can't rely on my team to build my business. I have to be responsible for my own personal business. So I am 356 away from hitting it for the third month in a row, and I'm so freaking excited. And again, all of that new volume is from TikTok, every single bit of it. Now, a lot of those people, they don't have Facebook, but every once in a while I will tag, like I'll put Facebook or Instagram in my username in my videos. So some of those people will go over to Instagram and follow me, which you'll see when you're into TikTok, you can actually link your Instagram, but they will follow me over on Facebook or Instagram because it just makes it easier to message people. TikTok is really weird about messaging people, but you have to make sure, I don't want to say this. This is what I want to say. I had another promoter today send me a message and said, hey, one of your online customers saw my video and they're asking me for a coupon code. I was like, what? Okay, this girl just became my customer on the 12th. She was disappointed in her 10-day challenge that she didn't get heart to heart, but I mailed her some because I want to keep her around as a customer, right? She was just confused. She didn't know that, she didn't know how everything worked. But this person was nice enough to reach out to me and said, hey, I think one of your customers is trying to get, some business from me. So one of the things I do whenever I'm starting these conversations with people, I ask them, have you tried Pure Therapeutic Ketones? No. Okay, then I go into my little spiel. If they say yes, I ask them, have they purchased them from someone else? Or, where did you buy them from? Basically, Amazon, eBay, because I've had all kinds of places people have bought them. If they say they've tried them, then I'm digging for, did they purchase them from another promoter? Because I am in no way going to take a customer from someone else. And I think we all need to be cognizant of that. If every single one of us are going to get on TikTok, is always ask, have you tried them? And try to find out, I don't ask specifically, do you have a promoter? It's like, have you tried them? They say yes. And then I'll say, okay, if I'm running a promotion or whatever, I'll say, well, then get with your promoter and ask them about a coupon code, or get with your promoter and ask about so-and-so, whatever it is that I'm offering at the time. Because we definitely don't want to be taking customers from somebody else.
Yeah, I think that's a really, good reminder. And we'll definitely talk about that as we move a little bit farther. Here's the thing. Every single day I open up TikTok, there is somebody else inside
Yes.
Prove It who is starting to realize that this is a powerful platform. And so there's also a little bit of a sense of urgency here, guys, and that's just me having a business conversation with you. There's a sense of urgency in, if you want to do this, let's freaking do it, because you know, I do think people are seeing it as a viable new source of new people, right? And that's really all that it is. It's just a source of new people. There could be another app that opens up in 6 months that is like another viable source of new people. I actually think there is another app that is similar to TikTok that just launched a little while ago. I got a message from one of the creators because they're looking for people who have large followings on TikTok now to start moving over to some of their content to that platform. I haven't looked at it yet, but there's going to be new platforms all the time. And currently what's happening is there are lots of Prove It people that are doing it, but every Prove It person is on Facebook. Every Prove It person is on Instagram. So I don't want that to discourage you, like, oh, people are already doing it. I want it to encourage you. I want it to encourage you to say, I've got to do this. And because a lot of the work is now done for you. Lots of people have heard about it. Lots of people have started seeing it. And those are the kinds of messages I get. Hey, I've been seeing a lot about this. I'd love to know more. Hey, I've been seeing a lot about this. I'd love to know more. And that's one of the other things I think we'll talk about in the coming week too, as we set up some trainings. This week is what Tammy mentioned. The power of TikTok is not necessarily the conversations you're going to have on TikTok, which is why making recipes or doing horse videos or showing videos of your dog or making craft cocktails in the Craig's Kitchen. Ooh, Craig's Kitchen craft cocktails. Craft cocktails by the Craigs. That's a great new, Stephen could have his own TikTok page. You can be your brand. I like to say brand. So like sometimes when I post something that has nothing to do with cooking, I'm like, this is super off brand, right? So that's what I mean by that. Your brand could be a little bit of everything. Your brand could be a recipe, your dog, your favorite outfit of the day, your blah, 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 if you're a hairdresser, your favorite hair things, if you like makeup, it could be a bunch of different things. The beauty of TikTok is not the TikTok conversations, because they're hard to have. The beauty of TikTok, will show everybody how to set up a link tree. If you don't have a link tree already, I'll teach you how to set up a link tree. The beauty of TikTok is being able to put a link in your TikTok and can direct people to your Facebook and your Instagram. Because I post very little about ketones on TikTok, but I get tons of customers from my Instagram and my Facebook because my TikTok people are coming to follow me on Instagram and Facebook. Does that make sense? So I'm driving my TikTok followers to my Instagram and Facebook page. Before I started this, I had 7,000 Instagram followers, which I understand is a really big number. I've been working on that for a really long time, and probably 4,000 of those people are not real. They're like bots that I'm desperately trying to get rid of on my page. But since I started TikTok, I have 7,000 more friends, followers on TikTok or on Instagram than I did when I started this. So that's real, genuine followers, right? Who are actually engaging with my content. So that's where the power is. The power is getting your TikTok following to follow you on Instagram, where you can build relationships with them. Anyway, we are going way far down the rabbit hole now, and that was not my intent. So we can table this stuff for little Zooms throughout the week. But tonight, before everybody goes to bed, there will be, well, I don't know, unless you go to bed really early and you live in Newfoundland like Danielle, because I'm pretty sure it's like already midnight there or something. Before you wake up, let's do that. Before you wake up tomorrow morning, the recording for this and the link to the group page will be up. And then we'll use this week to get everybody ready, and we'll start our 75 hard on the 1st. Yes? Okay. Oh yes, it's almost 1 a.m. in the UK. Are you guys staying up for our team Zoom too? You are a trooper if you are. I wouldn't. Nicole's like, I love you, but I'm probably going to bed. No. Watch the recording. By the way, everybody give Nicole and Mark this huge round of applause because they are like, I feel like I open up my Pulse every single day and there's some brand new European promoter and we click on it and it's like, oh, the ripple effect. Nicole, Mark, Chelsea. It's like, we're so excited. They're doing so great. So we love you guys. All right. And now they're going to take over European TikTok. And it's going to be great. All right. Love you guys so very much. And we will help everybody get started. And if you think you have people in your team who want to do this with you, here's my biggest suggestion. Ask them. Don't just post it in your team thread and hope. Don't just post and pray. I have been asking Jessica Craig. Now, she doesn't listen to me, but I've been asking her, Jess, you have to do this with me. My recipes are shit. If Stephen Craig were doing this, you guys would be rolling in followers. So ask your people, don't just post and pray. If there's somebody in your team who you think would be great at this or who would love a way to reach new people, pick up the phone and call them and just say, hey, I'm going to do this. I would love for you to do it with me. So Stephen promised Jess we're good. I'm finally getting my way. All right. I love and appreciate you guys. I'll see you in about an hour and 20 minutes again on our team Zoom, and watch for all this information. Bye.